Hey, welcome to a new Project Kamp update. So we bought a big piece of land and are prototyping a more sustainable way of living. Not sure how it's gonna go, but let's see. And in the previous video you've seen us dragging out a lot of old trees and chopping down some young ones, basically gathering big piles of wood. And in today's video we're gonna chop them down, and we could borrow a wood chipper from the municipality. So we have our neighbor friends coming with a tractor to go to the municipality to pick it up and then come here to start chopping. So yeah, we got a few startup issues. Something is stuck in there. And the wood we are chopping first is right here from the little swamp we cleaned a few weeks ago. And once the machines was cleaned up, we're ready to go. And the chopping is going quite smooth. Most of these are dead trees. And once it was all done, we had a nice pile of chips. It feels really nice, like a new raw material to use. Now this is done and we're going to the next spot, which is base camp. We broke the belt. So the guys drove it to the repair shop, quick simple fix, and the next day we're ready again. And now we're gonna do the van area from last week's update. And here we have actually a lot of trees to chop, so it's time to get serious, time to go into bunny mode. And this machine is quite loud. I mean, we use headphones all the time and we offered them some as well, but they didn't really want it. I wonder actually what kind of beep they have in their ears at the end of the day. Anyway, it's quite a repetitive task, but it's actually nice to do. It really feels like you're cleaning up all these trees and creating this nice pile of chips. It suddenly feels very useful, this material. And once the van area was ready, we needed to go to the last part. All the trees we took out when we cleaned the lake in update 13. And this is a lot. And we had some problems with the machine again. One advice I got from them: you don't borrow your wife and your machines. Yeah, but yeah, I guess that is the consequence of borrowing other people's tools. But nothing our farmers friends can't fix. And as you can see, the wood chips of this pile look different, much bigger. It's because this contained much younger trees. And finally the job was done. Wood chipper goes back to the municipality and we have our wood chips. We have a pile of wood chips over here. Another pile over here. A big pile over here. And a massive pile of wood chips right here. Oh. Yeah. And these wood chips are actually super useful because they help you to clean up your old trees, but they also give you chips to make pathways, and you can use them for mulching when you grow vegetables. So I really enjoyed making these wood chips. And in the long term, I think this is quite essential for us to have a wood chipper. So I'm currently looking into what's the best way. Should you have one behind a tractor like we saw today, or a standalone thing? I'm not sure. If you have tips, let me know. And also, if you want to help us out with this wood chipper, make sure to visit support.projectkamp.com. So when we could borrow the wood chipper from the municipality, they actually also said we have a brush cutter which you can borrow. And I never worked with these things before, but they just seem like, well, you guys mentioned it a lot already on YouTube. Seems very essential. Instead of ripping out thorns by hand, use one of these machines. I never worked with it before, but yeah, today we're gonna give it a test. We currently have a curved blade, which apparently is very good for chopping thorns and bushes down. So yeah, so we have a few areas on the land that could really use cleaning. So we're gonna start off by cleaning this area, the swamp. You've actually seen us cleaning this a few weeks ago, maybe months, but a lot of stuff has already grown back, so we're gonna chop it down. And while we're at it, we're also gonna clean a new section, which we didn't do before. First time. I mean, this thing is pretty fast. So yeah, just continue chopping down bushes. Man, this thing is rapid. Wow. Cool. Let's go to the next one, road. So the road on these edges is getting pretty overgrown, especially if you have a big van. It can be quite tight and scratchy. So yeah, let's take them down a bit. So I got kind of excited using this brush cutter, so I figured maybe try out somewhere else. So next to this creek we have a lot, like the whole length of this thing is just full of thorns and bushes. So I figured let's just have a go with this thing to see how fast it is. Oh wow, that would have taken me so long to do by hand. Man, this thing is powerful. But now we can actually see the creek. Let me show you. You can see the creek here. You can also chop more roots here. Nice. So unfortunately I had to bring back this tool to the municipality, and we could borrow it every now and then, but we realized we have 10 hectares of land, it's a lot to maintain, we need to get one of these things. So we actually got one. This one is a bit different though, it's an electric powered one. So it makes a bit less noise, runs on batteries so we can charge on solar. Yeah, it's a bit the same with the chainsaw, new technology, so I would maybe make a video about that in the future on how it actually works. You guys might think, are these guys sponsored by Makita? No, not at all. We used to have power tools from them, and now we can use the same battery system, so we can interchange and swap, which is nice. I do, however, also have a lot of mixed feelings about being tied into a battery system. But yeah. Anyway, special thanks for everyone supporting on Patreon to make sure we can buy tools like this, so we can move a bit more effective. If you want to help out also on bigger developments like the woodchipper, make sure to visit support.projectkamp.com. And last thing, the weather has been really good, super sunny, super dry, so I'm 99.9% sure that next week the containers are gonna come. We've been waiting long for that moment. So if you want to see that, make sure to subscribe so you can see the latest video coming up. That was it. Thanks for watching. See you in the next update.